when we ride. I feel like David ain't no fear, but I'm still gon' rise. Hop out the booth, we praise Yahuwah with them people that is like his mind.
Shalom, family, Mashpaka, people who are new to the channel, people who are, returning to the channel. I just want to come on here and thank y'all, just first of all, just for being on my channel, subscribing to the channel, allowing me to be able to do this. Abiyah has been he's been so amazing to me, my family, and just allowing me to be able to speak words of truth and be able to teach. I never thought I'd be in this position. It's not really, if I was to tell you my story from where I came from, it's a whole 360, you know what I'm saying? So tonight, or today's message, we're gonna talk about reset, because first and foremost, got a sefer in hand. Before, I was doing everything on my phone. I was editing on my phone. I was having scriptures, reading from a teleprompter on CapCut. It just became a lot. So that's why y'all haven't seen me like post as frequently. But now that I got my sefer in hand, I got my I got a notebook. You know what I'm saying? We can do videos the way I could do my videos the way I would like to do them, which is authentic in real time. Eventually I'll start doing lives, and eventually, we'll get to all of that. But as of right now, like, I'm just gonna continue doing it the way that Abiyah wants me to do it at this moment, which is making videos, allowing y'all to, and then posting them, allowing y'all to see them. So today's Bible study, we're talking about reset. We're talking about resets, like resetting, like your mind, resetting your body, your spirit. Abiyah been speaking to me about this because I see that a lot of people, like, in this world, like, they don't really take the time to, like, sit down, reset their mind, reset their body, reset their spirit, and it causes them to go each and every place, man. Like, no, we have to sit down, spend time with Yahuwah. But how do we do that? You got the Shabbat. That's the first reset. That was the first ever reset that Yahuwah took. In Genesis, he created the earth in 7 days, and on that 6 days, and on that 7th day he rested. That was the first Shabbat. He rested. If he takes the time to reset and decompress from what he did, because his work wasn't light, it was definitely heavy. So I just see, like, even in me, like, I see how my weeks go. My weeks are very stressful sometimes. I'm always moving around. I'm a truck driver, so I'm always on the go. I'm always driving. Some weeks I barely get enough sleep, and then I get home and I take that Shabbat to rest. But because I'm teaching, I have to learn how to rest in Him. Like, we have to really learn how to rest in the Most High, and I think that's lacking with a lot of people. We want to do for everybody else, for ourselves, for our children, for our family members that aren't in truth. Like, we want to do all these things, but still we don't do for the Father. And it causes us to, first of all, in our mind, to be unstable. Start making rash decisions for no reason. Now you sitting here wondering why, like, why am I doing this? Or you start doing stuff out of the ordinary that you would never normally do. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we gotta take that reset. And this is the first, authentic Bible study I get to do without having to do the teleprompter and stuff. So this is gonna be longer than normal. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know how long I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna allow Yahuwah to lead me, or just allow Yahuwah to show me, like, just use me as a vessel, and just allow me to speak. So the first scripture I got that we're gonna go to is Exodus 20. We're gonna read 8 through 11. So I pray that all y'all doing good today, and I pray that whenever y'all see this video, I pray that that y'all are doing good, and that y'all is not going out your way to, do for other people, but you're doing for the Ruach HaKodesh, that you're doing for him, and you're not really, taking anything for granted. So just remember, on resetting, we're gonna reset. We're gonna take that time to breathe. We need that time to breathe, and we need that time to be able to, be with Abba Yahuwah. So, all right, Exodus 28-11. Um, Hopefully y'all there. It says, remember the day of the Shabbat of the Sabbath, to keep it Quadash. 6 days shall you labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahuwah. In it you shall do no work, not do any work, you nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your manservant, nor your maidservant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger that is within your gates. For in 6 days Yahuwah made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore Yahuwah Baruch the day of the Sabbath and hallowed it. So, like I said, as you can see, like what I said from the beginning, Yahuwah worked for 7 days. He did 7 days. He did 6 days of work, and on that seventh day, he rested. So we gotta remember, like, and for those who don't know, like, although if you seeing this and you not in truth, if you don't believe in this, you believe that the Sabbath is on Sunday. I'm going to tell you right now, on this channel, we believe that the Sabbath is Saturday. We don't do Sunday worship here. That's sun worship. We do this Shabbat on Saturdays. You can always look it up. The Roman Catholic Church, they took the calendar and they changed it. They changed the calendar 2 times actually, and they moved the Sabbath from Saturday to Sunday. And even you can read in the book of Maccabees, they were slaughtering Yasharal for keeping the Sabbath. They were slaughtering anybody at Yasharal that was keeping the Sabbath. They were slaughtering them. So if that don't show you, just do some research. But as you can see, that first rest, 6 days shall you work. I mean, you could do anything for 6 days. You could go out, you could do this, you could do that. You could you work a lot. Hey, 6 days you could go out and work as much as you want. But that seventh day, that's the rest day. That's your reset. I remember when I was in the world, I remember when I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do and I was in the world, I remember I used to work on Sabbath. I used to be out and about on Sabbath. I used to really go to work on Sabbath and be extremely tired. And I'm sitting here dang, why am I so tired? What is going on with me? Why am I so exhausted? This is the day of rest. What you mean? This Saturday, this the turn up day. You know what I'm saying? They done made it so that they done flip-flopped it around that Saturday is the day, the turn up day. Saturday is the day that, it's hard to get off work on the Sabbath. It's hard to sit down and not go out to the clubs on Sabbath. It's hard to do all these other things. It's not hard for the people of Yasharal, but you get what I'm saying. For the people of the world, it's hard. Saturday is the most busiest day of the week because everybody wants to do stuff on that day. But yet and still on Sunday, how is that y'all Sabbath if you still buying and selling, you still eating unclean things, you going out, you still partying? Most of y'all, when y'all get out of church, y'all still listening to secular music. It's before y'all even leave the church parking lot. You know what I'm saying? They got the secular music in the church now. So it's where's the reset? Where's the reset if there's no reset on y'all so-called Sabbath, Sunday? If there's no reset on Sunday, when do you have time to reset? When do you have time to sit down and truly be with the Father? Because you can't hear the Father in a crowded room. You're not gonna hear him being around all these people, talking to everybody, and just that he's not gonna be able to. You're not gonna hear him. You're not gonna be able to talk to him. I've tried it. I'm not even gonna lie. I've tried it. I've tried going out all the time and trying and asking Yahoo, what you want from me? He ain't talking to me. He didn't talk to me at all because it's like, for what? You can't hear what I'm saying anyway. And just think about that. Like, when do you have time to sit down, focus on what Yahuwah wants you to do for the kingdom? Because with everything, we must do everything for the kingdom first, and then you come second. Everything is for the kingdom. Everything is for the esteem of the kingdom, because the kingdom is at hand. The Melechim are at hand. The Shamayim, the new Shamayim is at hand to come down. You know what I'm saying? Everything is at hand. We can't keep sitting there like, oh, it's at hand, but it's not here yet. So it doesn't matter what we do. We get to do whatever we want. Nah, it don't work like that. It don't work like that, because you're gonna get caught like it's gonna be like, it's gonna come up on you like a thief in the night. You ain't gonna pay attention. You're not gonna watch for the times. Our people, this generation, do not watch for the times at all. Like, they don't. Y'all want prophecy, but when prophecy is put in your face, it's like, that's not our generation, or that's not coming anytime soon. Like, forget all that. Like, no. You really gotta pay attention. Be vigilant. Keep your eyes open. The veil of delusion is being lifted from people's eyes. It is. A lot more people are seeking out the truth. A lot more people are starting to wonder what the Father's name is. Now, a lot of them are turning into Yahweh, which we know is not right. But some people are starting to figure out Yah, Y-A-H, Yah. A lot of people are saying Yah now. Like, they know that the veil is getting lifted. The veil is getting lifted. So, if the veil is getting lifted for other people, like, look at yourself and ask yourself, like, dang, is it getting lifted for me? Am I still serving other idols? Am I still willingly, like, celebrating these pagan holidays, even though I've had somebody come to me multiple times and tell me, oh, these are pagan holidays? Or how many times have I heard this term, Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, they're all pagan? How many times have I heard that term? And I just refuse to turn away. I refuse to do what I do. I refuse to do research because, oh, we gonna do it for the kids. So, I want my kids to have the same existence that I did growing up. Like, they gonna be good, man. I promise you. I got two kids. I got two. They will be fine. Them children will be okay if they don't have the same childhood that you did growing up. Trust me. You gotta train your child up to go in the way of Yahuwah. We not training our kids to go in the way of the Shemayim things. We training our kids to go in the way of the devil. And then you wonder why all these kids is bad. The parents are so focused on, I want them to have what I had. We all are self-serving. We all want what we want. I don't want to reset because I'm gonna keep doing everything that I want to do. I'm still gonna go party. I'm still gonna go outside with my friends. I'm still gonna take girl trips. I'm still gonna go out with the bros, even though my wife said that I need to be at home more. I'm not gonna leave my house because I don't want to. Think about it. Like, just think about it. Where is your reset? Where's your time to reset with the Father and figure out what you need to do? Because if you have a family, Yahuwah's gonna tell you, you need to sit down with your family. You need to go inside. You need to pray with your wife. You need to wash her with the word. You need to teach her. You need to teach your children. You need to do all these things first. But we all want it to be a us thing. We all wanted to be a I. There's no I in team. We're all in the body of Mashiach. We're all in one body. We all got different purposes, but we all in one body, which means we move together as a unit, unity, unified, moving in the same direction. You know what I'm saying? So how we moving together if it's just me? You feel me? That don't make sense. So we're gonna go to 2 Corinthians 5. 2 Corinthians 5. I'm gonna read 17 through 19. Excuse me, it's been a long time since I've had an actual Bible. So if it take me a little bit longer to get to these pages, just know yeah, that's why. Just know, hey, I'm trying out here, man. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm just grateful to my brother for getting me this book because excuse me, because it was needed. Like, y'all don't even know I wanted to be able to do videos like this because it's more captivating. I don't have to stop the video to be able to, like, trust me, y'all didn't know. I had to literally use the teleprompter on CapCut, stop the video after 10 minutes, go ahead, put the rest of the scripts in there to be able to. It was a lot. Then also editing too, which is, it was irritating. I already don't like to edit. And you telling me, like, if I want to do like an hour Bible study, now I got to edit an hour with putting the scriptures up there? No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. I'm going to take a page out of Brother Davis Ministries book. Well, I'm not editing anything. What y'all get is what y'all get. This is real authentic. This is real authentic. And other, mores out there that go ahead and teach the word, majority of them, they don't. I'm not doing all that. I ain't gonna. I'm taking a page out of all their books because that's what works. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it. You feel me? So 2 Corinthians 5, 17 through 19. So, all right, we're gonna start at 17. It says, therefore, if any man be in Mashiach, he is a new creature. All things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. So, I'm going to stop right there. Any man that's in Mashiach, which means if you accept the bond of Yahuwah, which, yes, I do believe that they are one. They're one in the spirit. They're one in the same. That's what I believe. If you're one in Yahuwah, if you're one in the Mashiach, that means you're one with Yahuwah. If you want him, you're a new person. I'll say person. I won't say creature because we're not. I won't say creature, but you're a new person. Think about that for a second. You're a new person when you accept the bond of Yahuwah, who died for our crimes, who was put on that stake. When you accept him, you become a new person. When you go ahead and get immersed, what you do? You go down in that water, the old man, and you come up a new man. The water is supposed to signify the grave, you being put in the grave and then being rose back up 3 days like Mashiach did. That's what emergence is. So when you are a new person in Yahusha, you know what that means? Your mind is renewed. Your body is renewed. You're not thinking about the things of old. Now, I'm not saying that it isn't a work, because it is. You're going to have to work for that. You're going to have to work for that. It's not going to be like, oh, I got this. That's it. I have yet to see. I've seen some people be able to quit cold turkey, but even that has its own backfires. You know what I'm saying? Because your body, your flesh is so used to doing what it wants to do. Your flesh is just like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, because the flesh lusts after the spirit. Likewise, the spirit after the flesh. The spirit and the flesh don't never get along. They don't. They just don't get along, and that's how it was intended to be. That's why you have to tame your flesh. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're supposed to be a new person. You can't be in the Mashiach and be the same person. You can't. It's impossible. You can't be in the Mashiach and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the club every night. Like, how you gonna do that? How you gonna do that? Because eventually you gonna start feeling conviction. You're gonna be like, I really want to do this every night. I really want to go through this every day. Like, do I want to do X, Y, and Z? Nah, you're not gonna want to do that. Let's be real. You a new person. You have to be. You have to become a new person. And if you don't become a new person, then you love wickedness, and he just gonna give you away to your own lust. That's just it. So, we at 18. At 18, and all things are of Allah, who has reconciled us to Himself by Yahushua Hamashiach, and has given to us the ministry of reconciliation. We are reconciled back to Yahuwah through Yahusha. We all know this. But if you don't know, the only way to get to Yahuwah is through Yahusha. You have to accept the bond to get to the Father. That's like your kid go out, and the only way he gonna be able to bring a friend back, he gonna look. They're gonna go through the Father. You are the Father. You're the Father. Okay, your son brings a friend home and says, Dad, I met some. Dad, I made a new friend. How does that child meet you? He meets you through the bond, through your bond. That's how he meets you. He gonna meet you through your son. Your son gonna bring him to you, and then you pass judgment to see if your child should be friends with that child. This same concept. Same concept. Yahuwah made a fleshly body to come down here to show man that it is possible to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Because at that time still, I ain't gonna lie, we're still people that believe by sight and not by the spirit. We don't believe by the spirit. But came down to show people that it's possible. He came down to show people what to do. He came down to show people the Torah isn't dead. He came to redeem Yashral back to Yahuwah, because Yashral is a whorish nation who lust after all the other nations and what they do. That's what Yashral is. That's what Yashral is. We a whorish nation, man. That's all we are. We lust after what everybody else want to do. We see Brazilians with this long hair. What we do? We got woolly hair. Well, so what do women do? They got wigs, Brazilian wigs, Indian wigs, blonde white people wigs, blonde wigs. Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, putting fake stuff, putting fake hair that they probably sacrificing to idols in your head to look like somebody else when you should be trying to look like Yahuwah himself, because you're made in his image. Anyway, reconciled. We have to be reconciled back to Yahuwah through the bond. That's the reset. That's the reset. It's being reconciled back to Yahuwah through Yahusha. Reset yourself to accept the bond, to be able to be accepted back to the Father. 19. To wit, that Allah was in Mashiach, reconciling the world unto himself, not imputing their transgressions unto them, and has committed unto us the word of reconciliation. Reconciliation. Reconcile yourself back with the Father. That's the only way you're gonna be able to do. Like, that's the only way you're gonna be able to walk this walk out. Walk this existence out. Bro. I done seen so many people that they just out here doing anything because they don't have no want for the spirit. They have no. We need need to do this to get back to the Father. They have no willingness to be in Him. So then that just breeds what? No understanding at all. No understanding, no nothing. Just doing what you want to do. Do you want to continue doing what you want to do, or do you want to do what the Father's telling you to do? Because it's two different things. Like, it's two different sides to this. It's a good side and a bad side. You could be there on the good side, or you could be on the bad side. I'd rather you be on the good side than the bad side. Just saying. Nobody wants to be on Yahuwah's bad side, man. Because look, I'm telling you, it's not something you want to do. All right, so we're going to go to Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14, 18 through 28. Dag, whoops. I didn't, Isaiah 14. Oh. Isaiah 14, 18. I'm sorry, I keep repeating it. I know. Y'all probably like, what the heck wrong with this guy? All right, Isaiah 14, 18 through 28. So, all right. All of the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie and esteem everyone in his own house. But you are cast out of your grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. You shall not be joined with them in burial, because you have destroyed your land and slain your people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renewed. Prepare shall never be renewed. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, says Yahuwah of hosts, and cut off from Babel the name and remnant, and son and bond and nephew, says Yahuwah. I will also make it a possession for the bitter of pools of water, and I will sweep it with the broom of destruction. Bro, he will destroy you. You will be destroyed if you continue doing what your fathers did, your forefathers. You continue going against the Torah. You continue going against these other nations. I ain't talking about I ain't talking about your dad here. I ain't talking about your earthly father. Well, they are earthly fathers. But I ain't talking about the one that you came from the loins from, because they still are. What they're operating in is the curses from the forefathers too. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the forefathers from the beginning. I'm talking about them who decided to take Yahuwah's scriptures and take Yahuwah's words and go ahead and do what they wanted to do with them. I'm talking about those people. Like, those are the people that were still operating under those curses because they wanted to do what they wanted to do. Now, a lot of these people, like Mitzrum, and they came from Noah's bloodline. Not Noah himself, but his bonds. That came from, I think, Shem. Don't quote me. Came from one of the Mitzrum came from one of their bonds, which means that Noah, his bond literally sat under Noah, no, sat under Noah, did the feast days, seen Yahuwah move on his father, seen Yahuwah move in his family, and he still found a way to do what he wanted to do. Now, the serpent had a lot of, ins and outs with that, with showing him certain things and allowing him to go off the path. But at the end of the day, he left that door open. Crime lurks at the door. You know what I'm saying? Crime is sitting at the door waiting for you. If you leave it an inch, it's gonna take a mile. It's gonna just take a mile and it's gonna continue going. And then you're gonna be down a path so deep that you're gonna be like, wow. So because Mitchell came from Nuance, one of Nuance bonds, they started doing what? Worshiping all these other deities. They started making their own deities out of wood and stone. They was doing everything that Yahuwah said not to do. So it's like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we doing all these things that Yahuwah already warned us about. He told us not to do these things, and still we still do them. You will be destroyed for that. Not necessarily you gonna sit there and combust, like, you know what I'm saying? That don't happen until Revelation. One, you don't combust, but Yahusha comes down with a sword. You get sliced. Like, you will be destroyed for not trying to turn away and still trying to do the things that you want to do in this existence. Like, the time is now to get your act together to do the things of the Father. And I know it sounds like, oh, but what he wants us to do is boring. Or, oh, what he wants us to do is too much. Why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? It's hard as heck to do the stuff of the wicked. It's hard as heck to do that. You know what I'm saying? It just looks easy. It looks easy because why? It looks fun. It's more appetizing to your mind. It's more appetizing to your eyes. It's more appetizing to your flesh. If you want to continue pleasing your flesh, the carnality of this world, the carnality of your mindset, if you want to continue pleasing that, just to be like, oh yes, I did it. I did something. I gained some experience or something that has nothing to do with the kingdom. Like, bro, no. He's gonna destroy you for that. Sorry. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. We got 24. Yahuwah of hosts has sworn seventh oath, saying, surely as I have thought, so it as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand, that I will break Asher in my land, and upon my mountains tread him underfoot. Then shall his yoke depart from off them, and his burden depart from off their shoulders. This is the purpose that is purposed upon the whole arrest, and this is the hand that is stretched out upon all the nations. For Yahuwah of hosts has purpose, and who shall disannul, and who shall disannul it? Now, if you don't know what disannul means to declare to be invalid. I had to look that up because I didn't know what it meant. So I'm just saying it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just in case y'all don't know what disannul means. All right. For Yahuwah of hosts has purpose, and who shall disannul it? Who shall say that it's invalid? You gonna tell Yahuwah he's invalid? You gonna tell Yahuwah, hey, what you're saying, it doesn't matter. It holds no weight. You know how crazy that sounds? You know how crazy you sound to tell Yahuwah he don't know what the heck he talking about? No, bro, what? Like, but people do it. We do it. People do it. People would take the script and be like, oh, he didn't say that. Or, oh, that's not what that meant. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Y'all be trying to say Yahuwah is not valid all the time. Whenever something don't align with what you want, that's not valid. That's not a real reason. Nah, that's not what it is. Come on. Isaiah prophet. It's happening. It's happening in these times. You know what I'm saying? All right. For Yahuwah of hosts has purposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? In the year of King Achaz died was this burden. Now, I know it's talking about back then for that time period. He was talking about what was coming to pass, but also too it is significant to what's going on now because we're still doing the same thing. Like, bro, history repeats itself. We're still doing the exact same thing that they was doing back in the day, bro. Like, nothing is new under the sun. Nothing's new. We're still doing the exact same things we were doing. We're still doing it. But I did want to talk about this. For Yahuwah of hosts has purposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? A lot of y'all gonna turn Yahuwah's hand back because he gonna be trying to help you. A lot of people do that on a daily basis. He tries to help them. He tries to be like, "Come here, my child," and they be like, "Nah, I don't need that. Nah, get your hand away from me. I don't need you right now. I'll call you when I do need you." And majority of the time, when people need them, what's it for? It's for monetary gain. Yeah, I need you for money. Yeah, I need you to get me out this situation because I didn't listen to you. It's monetary. It's monetary gain. You don't. If you're doing that, you really don't love the Father. I used to find myself doing that. I won't do this again if you just get me out of this position that I put myself in because I didn't want to listen. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, what? How many more times you gonna do that? How many more times you gonna turn back his hand for? Because I'm telling you, turn back his hand one too many times, he gonna stop helping. He's not gonna continue, bro. That's like asking somebody to continue. That's like you continuously giving somebody $5 every single day, and they tell you every day they're gonna pay you back. What you gonna do? You might continue giving them $5, but eventually you're gonna be like, "All right, bro, I ain't giving you no more $5 because you owe me a lot of money." You gonna take your hand back. A lot of people think, "Oh, the Father is just so merciful. He's never gonna take his hand back." Yes, he will. He will literally leave you alone. He's not. Yahuwah is not gonna strive with man. It's not. He's not gonna, especially if it's uncleanness. He's not gonna strive with you. He not. He not. Y'all be thinking Y'all be thinking Yahuwah is just a genie. He just here. Like, yo, I'm gonna be there forever. Nah, it's not like that. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not. We gotta really get it together. So we are not being. So we're not doing that. So we're not taking his words in vain and turning his hand back from us, man. Like, honestly, because we do it a lot, and I would hate to see my people continuously go down that path or go down that road of like doing for themselves and not doing for the Most High. So, all right, we're going to Jeremiah 29, 8 through 14. I'll give you a second to get there. I need some water. Agua. Some agua. Oh, Yahuwah. Ooh, continue to help me. This as y'all can see, this is the first like long study I've done. Like, obviously I have my own mashpaka, and me and my brother, we do a lot of the studies, and usually we our studies are usually long, but also at the same time we're not doing as much talking because everybody chimes in and we're all just sitting there as a group collectively sharpening each other, and everybody has the input into what's going on. So this is a little different for me. So just give me some time. I gotta acclimate myself, but also too, I will be doing this more times than not. I will do this. Actually, this will probably be the only thing I ever post on this page. Outside of music, this is the only thing I will ever post now, which is Bible studies, because I like doing these. I like being able to break down scripture. I love talking about Yahuwah. I know the little short videos I was doing here and there, they're cool. I like them, but also at the same time, a lot of the things, it got repetitive. So now we're here doing this because that's what I've been called to do. I've been called to teach. And I tried to run from it for so long, and I just can't run no more. At a point in time, you're just gonna have to do what Yahweh is telling you to do, or else you're gonna keep finding yourself in snares and pitfalls because you're just being disobedient. So Jeremiah 29:8-14 is where we starting at, where we gonna read to. So for thus, oh gosh, it's hot. For thus says Yahuwah of hosts, the the Alahai of Yasharal, let not your prophets and your diviners in the midst of you deceive you, neither hearken to your dreams which you cause to be dreamed. So, what does it say? Stray away from diviners, from divination, people who are diviners. This is why I say all the time, Yahuwah is not divine. You can't say he's divine when the Torah tells us to stray away from divination, diviners. He can't be divine if, like, if he keeps telling us and warning us about divination, he can't be a part of that. That's not him. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody that always be like, he's just so divine. Like, no, what the English definition is stupid. I've looked it up. It's dumb. It literally is I think it was something of a godlike power. That's dumb. Now when you look it up in etymology, you look it up in the blue letter, which is like the Hebrew text, it is literally witchcraft. It's witchcraft. So you can't really, you know what I'm saying? Yahoo is not divine. I'm just gonna say that. You'll never hear me say that. All right. Let not your prophets and your diviners in the midst of you deceive you. Don't, you know what? Don't, these false prophets, man. There's so many people out here nowadays that just claim to be prophets, but ain't never been given the position of a prophet. They deceiving you, bro. A lot of these rappers, they claim to be a prophet, but they're not. They're not. How you a prophet and you out here cussing? How you a prophet and you talking about girls shaking behinds all the time? How you a prophet? You talking about popping pills? You talking about smoking weed? How you a prophet? How you a prophet? People do the most wicked things and be like, yeah, but I'm a child of the Most High. That makes no sense at all. It don't make sense. I'm sorry, it doesn't. It don't make sense to me. Now I ain't gonna lie. I know when I was in the world, I wasn't saying that. I know a couple of times when I was winning awards, I was like, oh, I thank God for giving me this award, but I know I didn't mean it. Some of these people know that they don't really mean it, bro. Come on, they just doing it for an act. And then they is talking about God. They talking about they God, the God of this world. They talking about Hashatan. That's what they talking about. They talking about the God that gives them money, the God that gives them the monetary gain. That's what they talking about. That's why I always say, like, God is a title. It's not a name. You don't know who you're praying to when you're saying, I'm praying to God. You don't know who you're praying to. Like, it's so many different deities out here. You don't know who you're talking to. So why not address him by his name that he gave us in Exodus? They gave to Moshe in Exodus to the children of Yasharal for it to be a statute forever that everybody knows his name. Come on. Man, come on. Y'all not gonna tell me I can't say my father's name. Y'all not gonna tell me that his name don't matter. That's cap. Name matters too much. You know what I'm saying? Name matters entirely too much. Dreams. All right. Neither hearken to your dreams which you cause to be dreamt. You know when you ever get that dream that like you like, dang, I don't know why I just had this dream, or you just going through, you just keep thinking about things, and then all of a sudden it shows up in your dream. That's not Yahoo. That's not. A lot of people, be telling people they dreams that don't be dreams. You know when something is from the Father because He's gonna tell you immediately that's from me. I'm not a dreamer. You will never hear me say I dreamt something. My wife is a dreamer. And whenever I know when she had a dream from Yahuwah, because Yahuwah will give her the breakdown of the dream. He will tell her exactly what he was trying to convey in the dream. He will give her scripture. He will give her in details what is to be said. He will give her a full message. If it's not from him, she don't hear from him. She don't hear from him at all. Sometimes we trick our mind. The mind is a dangerous thing. We can literally trick ourselves to have a dream about something that we keep thinking about, that's just consistently on our mind every day, because that's the only thing we're thinking about, when really the only thing we should really be thinking about is Yahusha. Now I know we live in a world, but we're not of the world. I know we live in a world where we still got to think about bills, still got to think about car notes, still got to think about rent. Like, I know we're in this world. There's a lot of other things to think about. But if your mind is more so focused on the Father at all times, all that other stuff seems so small. It seems so small. You know what I'm saying? It seems so small. So, that's really what I got to say about that. It just hit me. You know what I'm saying? Yahuwah really moving through me, man. I give all praises to the Most High. Thank you. Thank you, Yahuwah. For they prophesy falsely unto you in my name. I have not sent them, says Yahuwah. Believe it or not, it's false prophets in this walk too. It's false dreamers in this walk. I seen somebody say they had a dream that something was gonna happen, and it didn't happen. It was Trump. They said Trump was gonna die. And they gave the exact date and everything. And when that joint did not happen, you had to look. I literally was like, yeah, we're gonna unfriend, because if I believe what you say, now I'm at fault because I'm stupid enough to believe what the heck you talking about. Now, what sense does that make? None. It don't make no sense. So, bro, they prophesy falsely, bro. It's false prophets in this walk, bro. Everybody be thinking just because they in truth, that's just it. It's not enough to be in truth. It's not enough to just be in truth. It's deeper. You got to get a deeper connection with the Father. It has to be so deep that you're going to have to give us some things that you don't want to. You think I wanted to start talking the way I did? As far as like giving up, the words HOLY, GLORY. You think I wanted to just give up those words? No, they was just connected to demons, so I had to give it up. You think I wanted to stop wearing Nike? No, but guess what? It's connected to demons. I had to give it up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all these things that's just like, hey, Yahuwah said it in my face and said they're connected to demons. Now I gotta give it up. I can't sit in the face of demonic forces and expect Yahuwah to talk to me. If he didn't talk to Moshe when Moshe came to him with sandals, if he told Moshe, take your sandals off because the ground you finna step on is Kodash. If he didn't talk to Moshe when he had sandals on and he made him take it off, what makes you think he gonna talk to you? If he didn't talk, if when Moshe went up on that mount for 40 days, 40 nights, everybody else had to stay down because they was unclean. You gotta be pure, bro. It's not just enough to be in this walk. People will lie in Yahuwah's name and say that it came from him. People will look you dead in your face and yeah, Yahuwah told me this. He ain't tell them that. So who told them that? What spirit they operating in? Bro, test everybody's spirit by the spirit. Touch the spirit by the spirit. Because I promise you, bro, people be wolves in sheep clothing. Just saying anything. Just to get a rise out of you. Or just to have you follow them falsely. Knowing that they damn it. Knowing that they damn me in the posh. So like, all right, 10. We at 10. For thus says Yahuwah, that after 70 years be accomplished at Babel, I will visit you and perform my good word toward you, in causing you to return to this place. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says Yahuwah, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Then shall you call upon me, and you shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And you shall seek me and find me when you shall search for me with all your heart. And I will be found of you, says Yahuwah, and I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations and from all the places whither I have driven you, says Yahuwah. So we know actually we're gonna finish this out. And I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations and from all the places whither I have driven you, says Yahuwah. And I will bring you again into the place whence I caused you to be carried away captive. So if we seek him with all of our hearts, with all the energy we got for everything else, we seek with Yahuwah with all of our might, all of our hearts, all of our everything. He's literally gonna take us out of captivity. He gonna take us out of captivity. Think about that, cause it's crazy. Cause soon I'm making a video about enslavement. It's 3 enslavements. It's the physical enslavement, it's the mental enslavement, and it's the spiritual enslavement. We hold ourselves captive sometimes. I ain't even gonna lie. It's not even just people out there. We gotta stop blaming the outside world for the things that we do, or things that we know that we don't want to stop. Like we seek him with all of our heart, all of our mind, all of our spirit. Like he's gonna take us out of captivity. He's gonna take us out of the things that we enslave ourselves to. You enslave yourself to TV all the time, watching reality TV all the time. Do you wonder why, and then your life, your existence at home can be chaotic because you're allowing those spirits to run rampant in your house. You're allowing argumentative spirits in your house, angry spirits in your house to strive with you. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why you striving so hard. So like, think about that. Like, we're doing all these different things. We got all this energy in this time to do all these other things, but except searching Yahuwah out in fullness. He just wants your heart. He wants your heart. But we keep listening to people who tell us, follow your intuition, follow your heart, follow your mind. The heart, first of all, the heart is exceedingly wicked. Second of all, the mind ain't no good because the mind's going to do exactly what the heart is telling you to do. So if your heart wicked, your mind going to be wicked. You know, it goes hand in hand, man. It goes hand in hand. So, man, look, we just got it. Man, look, search Yahuwah with all your might, all your heart. Put on the full armor of Yahuwah. Seek the kingdom first, and everything will be added unto you. That it sounds so simple. It really sounds so simple, but at the same time, it could be difficult if you don't want to do it. If you just want to do your own thing, it could be difficult. You could really cause it to be difficult for yourself, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, we're going to go to Revelation 21. Yeah, Revelation 21. We're going to read 1 through 6. Um, so with all that, like reset, reset your mind to like not do the things of this world, to not continuously go after like what you want to do all the time. Reset your mind, reset your heart, reset your spirit, reset the way you talk, reset the way you walk, reset the people you're around. Friend groups that's not good for you. Reset, reset. Maybe you need to cut some people off. Maybe some people just don't need to be around you. Think about it. Maybe you got that one friend that like say if you cheated, he'll lie for you. Can you call that a real friend? No. I wouldn't call that a real friend. Anybody that's gonna hide your secrets for you, that's not a friend. That's not a brother. A brother's gonna correct you with the spirit. A brother's gonna bring the sword to you in righteousness. Sometimes we be trying to walk a righteous path, but be having demons as friends. Don't go hand in hand. You can't be righteous. You can't be righteous and also trying to walk with demons. It don't work like that. It just don't work like that, man. Revelations 21, 1 through 6. All right. And I saw the renewed heaven and a renewed earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, Yehukanan, saw the Kodash city renewed, Jerusalem, coming down from Elua out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her man. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Elua is with men, and he will tabernacle with them, and they shall be his people. And Elua himself shall be with them and be their Elua. And Elua shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, no neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. I make all things new. I'm gonna let that simmer for a little bit. We're gonna say live for a second. Cause I don't think y'all get it. Like, I don't think y'all get it. The one that sits on the throne. There's only one that sits on the throne. Tasha Time can't renew your mind. He can't renew you. He can't hit that reset button and be like, you know what? Let me give you your time. Let me give you some personal time with me. So that I could make you anew. So that I could go ahead and make you into this perfect being that I know that you can be. So that I can sup with you. So that I can be with you. All he wants to do is be with us. Like, yo, he gonna make a new heaven and a new earth. Everybody keep talking about, oh, everybody's in heaven already. How are they in heaven? If heaven is coming down, how's everybody up there already? Does that make sense? They in something they in something monetary. When has Yahuwah ever gave us something monetary? When's he ever made something that he's like, it's only gonna be for a short time though? Like, he ain't never did that, you know what I'm saying? I make all things new. He make all things new. The one that sits on the throne makes all things new. What am I at? All right. That sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write these words, are write for these words are true and trustworthy. And he said unto me, It is done. I am the Aleph and Tav, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is a that is a thirst of the fountain of the water of existence sovereignly. He the beginning, he the end. That's it. He's the beginning, he's the end. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no in between. He's the beginning, he's the end. He's the only one that can redeem you back to him. He's the only one that can reset your mind. He's the only one that can reset the way you think. He's the only one that can reset what you do. He's the only one that can reset what you want to eat. He's the only one that can reset how you raise your children. He's the only one that can reset how you treat your wife. He's the only one that can reset how you treat your husband. He's the only one that can reset your submission. But you gotta submit to him to be able to sup with him, to be able to have that reset. You gotta submit to him. For the man, you gotta submit to the Father to be able to lead your household. How you gonna lead your household and you don't know what's supposed to be done in the household? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are things I've had to learn. I've had to sit down and have my own personal conversations with Yahuwah because just allowing my wife to be the only one talking to Yahuwah, it don't work for the house. It don't work for the house. Boy, that house will crumble so quick because the men nowadays don't want to be in position because everything is it's too hard to be a man. It's not too hard to be a man. You lazy. You just lazy. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do the work. And I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I be too tired. But guess what? Yahuwah's still gonna tell me what I need to do for my household, how it needs to be done, when it needs to be done. He don't what? But the issue is we don't rest in him. So if we not resting in him already, of course you're gonna be overly tired. I know when I don't rest in Yahuwah, because I come home exhausted. I come home ready to just I don't want to do nothing. Like, I know. Oh, trust me, I know when I'm not in right stands with the Most High. I'm so tired. My back hurt. My legs hurt. My neck hurt. I don't want to do nothing. But we gotta rest in him. We gotta rest in him. You gotta submit to him to be able to get all the things that you need. We gotta rest in him. That's the only way we're doing this. All right. So we're gonna go to James 5. All right. You know what? Table of contents, because I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know what the James at in this book, so bear with me for a second, please, y'all. Please. James. Oh yeah, we'll just continue to guide me. Continue to be that rock. Continue to just use me as a vessel. I'll be out. James 5. James 5:13. James 5:13 through 18. We almost done, man. We almost done. But yet still not. All right. Is any among we starting at 13. Starting at 13. Is any among you afflicted? Let him pray. Is any merry? Let him sing psalms. Y'all be forgetting to pray. First thing, pray. Second thing, praise. Y'all forget, man. Some of these things don't come out with prayer and fasting. Now we gonna get to that. part, praying fasting. But also too, some of y'all forget to praise him, sing songs to him. It don't matter if you can't sing or not. He don't care. Sing praises to him. I done seen me and my family praise ourselves out of so many different situations. Praise is needed. Worship is needed. All these things are truly needed, truly given to be done for him. You know what I'm saying? All right. Is any sick among you? Let him call for the elders of the called out assembly, and let them pray over him, anointing him with oil in the name of Yahuwah. And the prayer of let me stop right there. Because you can't ask people to pray for you if they don't believe the same thing. You can't ask somebody to pray for you that believes in God, or that believes in Jehovah, that believes in Allah, that believes in Buddha. You can't ask them to pray for you. It gotta be in the same name. Now they can pray for each other all they want. I don't care about that. But if you in Yasharon, you gotta have nobody pray for you. If y'all not in agreement, how you gonna walk together? And the prayer of belief shall save the sick and Yahuwah excuse me, and Yahuwah shall rise him up, and if he has committed crime, they shall be forgiven him. Confess your faults one to another, and pray one for another that you may be healed. The effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much. Eliyahu was a man subject to like passions as we are, and he prayed earnestly that it might not rain, and it rained not on the earth by the space of 3 years and 6 months. And he prayed again, and the heavens gave rain, and the earth brought forth her fruit. Now, when we talk about Eliyahu, the man prayed, got on his knees, prayed, didn't come up. He just sat there, kept praying for rain. He did that much just so they could have rain. Why you can't do that on a regular basis? Why you can't do that for the things that you need? Do you think you above the Most High? Do you think you above getting down on your knees and praying? Earnestly? Fervently? Do you think you better than him that you don't need to pray that hard? Because that's the only, like, sometimes that's the only way you're going to be able to get healed. It's by fervently praying for things to come out. Sometimes you're going to have to pray. Sometimes you're going to have to fast to get things out of you. Like, it's not just going to sit there and be like, come out now. Like, no. You can't just cast stuff off like that, because especially if you ain't got no belief. That's why Yahushua kept saying, oh, ye of little belief. If you don't got little belief, you're not casting out nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing coming out. So we're going to go to 1 Kings. 1 Kings. I ain't gonna lie, we got to take that in context. 1 Kings. Prayer fast, man. Sorry, y'all. Don't think you're above him, man. Don't think you're better than him. That you don't need to do X, Y, and Z. We all need to do something for the Most High. Look, 52. We all need to do something, because we're not there, man. We're not there. First Kings 18. First Kings 18:37. All right, 37. 37 through 46. All right. Hear me, O Yahuwah, hear me, that these people may know that you are Yahuwah, and that you have turned their heart back again. Then the fire of Yahuwah fell and consumed the ascending smoke sacrifice, and the wood, and the stones, and the dust, and licked up the water that was in the trench. And when all the people saw, and when all the people saw it, they fell on their faces, and they said, Yahuwah is Alua. Yahuwah is Alua. And Eliyahu said unto them, take the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape. And they took them, and Eliyahu brought them down to the brook Kishon, and slew them there. Oh, sorry, and slew them there. And Eliyahu said unto Akav, get up, eat, and drink, for there is a sound of abundance of rain. So Akav went up to eat and to drink, and Eliyahu went up to the top of Carmel, and he cast himself down upon the arets and put his face between his knees. He put his face between his knees. I ain't lying, shoot, this is in the scripture. He put his face between his knees and said to his servant, go up now, look toward the sea. And he went up and looked and said, there is nothing. And he said, go again 7 times. He went 7 times. All right, 7 times now. And it came to pass at the 7th time that he said, behold, there arises a little cloud out of the sea, like a man's hand. Like a man's hand. And he said, go up, say unto Akav, prepare your chariot and get you down, that the rain stops you not. And it came to pass in the meanwhile that the heavens were black with clouds and wind, and there was a great rain. And Akav rode and went to Yisrael, and the hand of Yahuwah was on Eliyahu, and he girded up his loins and ran before Akav to the entrance of Yisrael. Sorry, I'm butchering it. I know I'm butchering stuff. I'm sorry, but just the thing, that's the story. That's the story I just talked about. That was the story that they just talked about. So like we be forgetting, like, bro, these people be doing, like, it's these people know what they talking about. They know what they talking about. They know what happened in the past. They like, dang, remember this? So now I had to go and show you, because just in case you forgot what Eliyahu did for rain. You know what I'm saying? It's that deep sometimes. I'm sorry. Like, it really is that deep. So that we go ahead and we get all these things done, you know? Sometimes it's just that deep, but sometimes we don't want to do the deeper stuff because we be thinking we too good. We be thinking we too good to do anything. I don't need to pray that hard, man. Sometimes I need to get on my knees and pray to Yahuwah. Sometimes I need to be like, Yahuwah, please cleanse me, because I know I be dirty, man. I know I be out here just doing anything sometimes. I know I be going against his spirit sometimes, man. So who am I to say, nah, I ain't dirty? Who am I to say that? Well, he knows my heart. That's a crazy thing. He knows you. So why try to hide it? I hate this whole I'm not perfect thing, man. He knows I'm not perfect. So what's that, a pass? So you keep doing what you need to do? This ain't no get out of jail free card. That's not what this is. All right, Zephaniah. Zephaniah 3:16 through, we're gonna read 16 through 20. And after that, we got one more scripture, and then we done. But it's been a blast. It's been amazing. Um, man, like, you don't know, man. Anyway, don't think you too good to do what he's asking you to do. Don't think you too good. Don't think you above him. Because you're not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. You're not going to save everybody. You need to be focusing on your napash. Stop focusing on what everybody else doing. Stop focusing on these celebrities. Stop focusing on your family. Not your wife, not your kids, not that family that you made outside of your family. I'm talking about your family. Those people you left your mother's house family. You need to focus on them. Especially if they not in Yahoo. If they not in Yahoo, then hey, what I need what, like if they not, especially if they don't adhere to the call, then what? Then what? You can plant, you can plant a seed, but it's only Yahoo that grows. And you know, if they keep smacking back his hand because they don't want to grow, because people don't want to grow, then what can you do? You know what I'm saying? What can you do? You only get so much knowledge, but eventually it's gonna have to stop. All right. Zephaniah 3:16-20. All right. And that day it shall be said to Yasharal, fear you not, and to Zion, let not your hands be slack. Yahuwah Allahika in the midst of you is mighty. He will save, he will rescue, he will rejoice over you with joy. He will rest his he will rest in his love. He will joy over you with singing. Now, what I just say about praise and worship. We can do that for him, but also too he does it for us out of joy. He wants us, man. Like y'all be thinking like he don't want me. I've done so much. Like no, he wants you. He wants you. You gotta want him back though. You gotta want him back. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly. Who are you to whom the reproach of it was a burden? Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflicts you, and I will rescue her that limps, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you. For I will make you a name and a praise among all people, and the earth when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, says Yahuwah. When he turns back our captivity before our eyes, when he resets us before our eyes, when he takes you out of you before your eyes, he gonna take you out yourself. You know who can save you from you? The Most High. The Most High can save you from yourself. You just gotta want to be saved. You gotta want to be saved. You can't just keep asking for him to save. You can't be like, oh please, rescue me. And then sit there like, wait. I ain't ready to be rescued yet. You can't do that 24. Because he gonna get tired of that. Even I'll get tired of that. 24:73. We're going to Matthew. Oh crap. 24:73. Matthew 17. Matthew 17. This is the last scripture. 18-21. All right. Matthew 18. Oh no, Matthew 17. Sorry. Whoops, not there. Matthew 17, 18-21. All right. Whew. And Yahushua rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him. And the children was cured. For that very hour they came to the Talmudim to Yahusha apart and said, why could not we cast him out? And Yahusha said unto them, because of your unbelief. For so be it, I say unto you, if you have belief as a grain of mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Howbeit, this kind goes not out but by prayer and fasting. What I tell you, we're gonna get to it. We're just gonna get to it. Nothing comes out. A lot of times, some things don't come out without prayer and fasting. You can't just will yourself to like do it. You can't will yourself to like. You can't just be like, oh, it's gonna come out eventually. It's gonna come out when I want it to. Like you can't do that. Some things have to come out with prayer and fasting. Sometimes you got to take yourself out of it to get things off of you. Sometimes you got to take yourself out of it to get things off of you. You got to reset yourself to get things off of you. The only way it's gonna come off you is if you reset. Is if you take that time to be like, dang, I'm a messed up person, or dang, I really don't listen, or dang, I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta look at yourself like that, like, dang, I'm really not listening. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Look at yourself like that sometimes, because you're not perfect. Ain't none of us perfect. Ain't none of us perfect. Ain't not now one person perfect. And then somebody come up and tell you I'm perfect, everything I do is right, man, they a lie and the truth ain't nothing. Let's be real. Let's be real. Reset. 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 Just taking this time, just take everything in Selah for a moment and just resetting. Like, man, like that message, this message not even just for y'all, I take my own messages to heart because it's like, dang, sometimes I need a personal reset. I know I gotta do more studies. I know I gotta do this more. I know I gotta get on here and I gotta teach more. Like, it's something I kept running from. So now this is my step in taking a reset to do what I need to do for the kingdom, because the kingdom's at hand. And he ain't give me a messenger name for no reason. He didn't give me that name for a reason, for no reason, except for it to be not. Because no, I won't say it. I won't say anything he does is invalid. So just take that time, man, to reset. Look at yourself. Look in the mirror. Ask yourself, am I doing everything I need to do for the Spirit, for the Father, for His bond? Am I doing everything that I need to do? If the answer is no, then check yourself. Don't just think you're doing everything. Don't ever think you just right. But check yourself permanently. And if you notice some things just not being done, pray, fast, reset yourself. That's what fasting is. It's a reset. Because from all the junk food we eat, from all the sugars, all the extra grain that we eat, like all the overindulging in meat that we eat, like unless you're vegetarian, then but like still like all the TV we watch, all the time we spend on social media, like reset yourself from that. Take yourself out of it to really look in the mirror and look at yourself and be like, dang, I'm really not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Look at yourself. Look at yourself, man. Look at yourself as, am I doing everything I need to do for y'all? If not, then hey, you got a lot of work to do, buddy. So I thank y'all for sitting on here. If you made it to the end, thank you for sitting here and joining me on these on these Bible studies that I've been doing. I'm really starting to love doing them, and I'm starting to like really see like a change in myself from doing them. I also like to teach. I know I be nervous sometimes, and I don't be wanting to like be wrong, but also at the same time, sometimes you gotta be wrong to learn from your mistakes. So purposely, I will never ever want to just lead anybody astray purposely. I always want to do things right by the Spirit. And I just pray that y'all know from the bottom of my heart that I'm truly like, trying to be the best that I can for the Father, for y'all, and just doing what I need to do. So with all that being said, I'll catch y'all on the next Bible study. So I'll talk to y'all later.
Me and you, we can really be the same, but you on a different path and your feet different ways. You tell me it's a cycle that you gotta go through, but you feeling big F. Ain't the teacher told you you can wait to the end, but it might be too late. Time keys all ticking, ain't no time to hold weight. Gotta start the grind every day.